So because the models are self-aware, we've reached a point where an attacker can very easily leverage that and manipulate that to its own benefit. So there are people that are making web pages out there that direct you to malicious websites for packages, for example. Supply chain risk is a big one right now. We had the Axios attack recently where hundreds of thousands of apps were compromised just by automatic processes that update the latest versions of dependencies. If you can get people to download that, and especially if you can get an AI agent, like a coding tool, to download it for you, the human may not even have, it may never be displayed on the human screen for them to have the opportunity to notice that it happened. And so AI coding agents are frequently picking up these malicious sites because people are able to inject into what eventually becomes trained on to say they're legitimate. To a human, I'm not going to look at a web page that says this is legitimate and believe them, but an LLM will. An LLM doesn't know the difference. It knows that it consumed content that says this fake URL, this misspelling or typo URL is actually valid. So there's lots of ways that people are inserting malicious behavior into the models. And because the models are so capable, it's then being put into the execution environment trusted when it probably shouldn't be necessarily trusted. So there's lots of different ways that danger can slip in. And it's definitely important for companies to have policies that let employees know what they need to be careful of, what they shouldn't trust, where they need to be applying their human judgment. But there also needs to be tooling that can help defend against some of these types of attacks because the value of the tool makes it worth the risk. But that doesn't mean that we take the risk without some effort of mitigation, and policy alone isn't sufficient for the threats that AI produces.